Love is lovelier the second time around. Just as wonderful with both feet on the ground. Who can say what brought us to this miracle we found? There are those who bet love comes but once, and yet I'm oh so glad we met the second time around. Welcome back to Net Studios. I'm your host, Birdtendo, and happy Valentine's Day. Remember the good old days in elementary school where on Valentine's Day where you put a little box or, just sit around at your desk and everybody would take turns handing out Valentines to everybody. You would get cards, you would get candies, and you would get, if you had like a special someone in your life, you would probably pop the question, only to get pretty much rejected. Honestly, that very end ladder is relatable. But tonight we're going to be having a look at some Valentines of our own. So we've already reviewed the third-party RC, or APC Toys Angel Engine. And we've already covered a Studio Series Megatron here. I gotta get a new one because, well, his spike has been clipped. And we already covered the Earthrise Optimus Prime right there. So basically, the three boys, or the three couples that we're going to be looking at are the APC Toys Red Gladiator, or if you're not a complete Neanderthal, this is Transformers Prime Cliff Jumper. And we have Legacy Alita 1. I believe that's Legacy Evolution, correct me if I'm wrong. And Masterpiece Nightbird. She's a big girl. She's a big ninja girl. But don't let the beauty get to you. She is deadly. Trust me, I've seen the original cartoon on this. Well, I suppose we could go ladies first here with MP Nightbird. Okay, let me just zoom out here. I know I'm a little bit unprepared and my table's a mess. But yeah, this Masterpiece Nightbird figure is pretty darn sweet. It's very cold and calculated, and it's just really sweet. Of course, the painting and the sculpting is just magnificent. In the original cartoon, this was a creation done by some doctor, I forgot his name. And apparently the Decepticons, Megatron especially, wanted to bring this lady to life, and lo and behold, she practically replaced Starscream in a way. Not like actually replaced him like in the original movie where he got gunned down by Megatron. This was more of a favorite of Megatron until the Autobots had to track her down and pretty much seal her away. But then she woke up again, and well, her story ended on a cliffhanger. That doesn't mean this Masterpiece figure sucks. It's actually a remold of RC, although she had to have a much bigger caboose. But people, it's robots. Come on. This figure is actually really nice to handle. And she also comes with a removable mask, so you can get a look at that face of hers. I do have her alternate face lying around. It has an open, shy little face with a little sweat mark coming down, but man, my camera does not want to focus on that metallic face of hers, but you ought to get the gist right about now. Well, yeah, this figure ain't so bad. I'd say it has a nice glossy finish akin to the original cartoons. And it's a whole lot better than, let's say, Masterpiece Bumblebee, the cartoon edition. You don't want to pick that up. It's Backpack Mania. And the MP Optimus Prime, forget it. It is incredibly pricey. You got to get a little bit of the least popular fruits of the labor, like this one and the new right-in combiner they got going on. But yeah, this thing's pretty sweet. Again, it's a remold of RC, just given a much fatter caboose, and it'll eventually come into fruition once we get there. Nightbird comes with these little sighs here. And apparently I thought, people would hold these at the handle, but if they were really acrobatic, they would curve their fingers around these two branches and then actually start stabbing into the opponent or their adversaries. Same diff, pretty much. But they can plug into some of her arms right there, and I think it looks pretty nice. Gives her a much more badass look. Comes with a gun and a holster. She does have a smaller gun, but I don't know where it's actually been at. To be fair, my room is a bit of a mess. You could probably tell by the display. And this gun is unfortunately not really blaster compatible. Seriously, give a guess on this, and I will review him as my next. Give a guess on it. But yeah, that's her gun. She has another one around here somewhere. Maybe it's in a baggie. I guess I was a little too lazy. Then again, my laziness on this YouTube channel seems to be becoming a little bit popular here. I appreciate the subs. Let's get all the way to 1,000, huh? Her lightsabers. Yes, she uses lightsabers. She comes with 2 of each. They can combine into this much bigger broadsword here. But these little lightsabers, they could plug into her hand, and they can also pop out something like that. So let's say you want to do a little stop motion and bring in Cliff Jumper or whoever, and then have her just, pretty much stab her opponents there. You can work something out with that. Now, that's an unfortunate demise for this guy, but we'll get to him in a minute. But yeah, the lightsabers are pretty nice. She also has these pretty cool looking ninja stars. They're pretty nice. They're stars. They're great big shining stars. And the aforementioned broadswords. These things are huge. It's like that canonically big hammer that innocent little girls wield in anime. And, well, you don't want to mess around with them. You don't want to do that. Posability on this Nightbird. She's got a nice joint at her head. And she also has a bit of a rocker back and forth, so you can make her, I don't know, listen to some tunes. She has some nice arm movement. And she also has a little butterfly joint if you want to put that in. She has a nice little waist, double elbow bend, I believe. Yep, she has a double elbow. And her hands can also articulate. You have a thumb, and you got index pointer, and you have the other fingers that can curl up into a little beep, 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 beep. But yeah, that's why I paired her up with Megatron, and I really want to get a new one. That other Studio Series one is getting old. Anyway, arcing back, an alright crunch. She has a waist swivel as well, too. And her legs can... Hear that? Ooh, clickety-click. Oh yeah, and her legs could also... Well, it's going to be a little bit hard to maneuver, but... Her legs can actually curl inward, but... Right now, she can do pretty nice little kicks, and there we go. You just gotta really position it, and... Ooh, sassy. Seriously, look at that leg, my goodness. It's a robot, relax. Robots are not compatible. Anywho, nice little double bend at the elbow. Gives a nice little kneecap to pummel someone with. And she does have ankles. She has a swivel at the leg as well. Her feet can rock up and down like that. She's got a toe bend and a pretty sweet little pivot. Look at that pivot. It's pretty similar to Slug But yeah, that's Nightbird right there. She does actually have a mode. It's more of a fan mode. It's actually labeled in the instructions, but what you want to do is, well, you gotta fold these panels around here and okay, fold these panels around some way, somehow, know how. It's basically a little swan, if you would, but a lot of people are a little bit smitten on that. Apparently, it's a reference to her OG Takara comic that she's in. So, then you plug that in and basically curl her legs in a way. Make sure her legs are curled in a way. Adjust things here and there. Yeah, these masterpiece figures are pretty complex and they're also pretty good too. Man, the backpack. The backpack is a little bit bulky for my taste, but what can you do? There's not much you can really do. Then, something like this. I guess you could try and ignore that back the way... Actually, oh, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, I believe it's something like... Well, you can always look it up on Google, but... Yeah, the Swan mode is supposed to be something like this, and I actually did post this correctly transformed on my Instagram, but... Again, Decepticon? I don't see a Decepticon, I just see a swan. That's it. Yeah, compared to Midako, let's get a little size comparison here. Come on. Come on, sunshine. Alright. So yeah, compared to Midako, she's really tall. Really, really tall. She's pretty much at a height contest. And especially with Izuku here too. Oh boy. Flipping and flopping everywhere I go. Maybe this video could be a proof that love is madness. And maybe it's okay to be single. But yeah, she's tall. She's a big girl. Who doesn't like big girls? Come on. Anyway, let's move on to something a little more simpler. This is the third-party version of Cliff Jumper from Transformers Prime, and I gotta say, the plastic quality is just wonderful. I mean, compared to RC, this was actually one of my first ever reviews for pretty much my first ever official review, and compared to RC and my Deku and Midako figure, he's a little bit shorter, but yeah, Cliff Jumper ain't so bad. If my camera could focus. Come on. He is literally right there. Oh, you'll have to deal with it. And something pretty nice, a little gimmick, if you will. Gotta transform the arm here, and you could pretty much flip out his guns any which way. So, you know, if you want the horns, you're going to get them, especially from this Brahma Bull. He's voiced by Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, a wrestler in the original Transformers Prime cartoon. Yeah, this thing is awesome. I like it. I like it. He's got a nice little ball joint. His arm articulation is a little bit weird because that's the shoulder right there. It's pretty hiked up, if you will. He's got a nice range right there. And he's also got a nice little... He's got a little misaligned bicep here that can have a swivel, double bend. And you could swivel the wrist, but honestly, it's a little bit complex to do that. And as nice of a figure it is, no waist because of the transformation. There's no waist swivel. Oh, and by the way, the horns are very sharp. Do not fool around with them. He's got a pretty good kick. Nice little bend at the knee. Don't bend it too much or you'll pop it out. He does have another knee curl, but it's more for the transformation. And he has it's a pretty questionable pivots because the foot can actually pivot that way and pivot a little bit this way, but they can also do a little tippy toe. He does come with some dark energon crystals. I'm not sure if I have them. Oh, well, he actually comes with 2, but I'll use 1 for now. You could get the zombie reskin. Spoilers if you do watch TF Prime. Some other figures he comes with. Well, Dwayne Johnson, he was on WWE. You better believe the kids are going to like him. Comes with, I forgot his name, Jack Darby, Miko Nakadai, and Rav. He comes with 3 children. Why don't you have a seat, Cliff Jumper? Seriously, have a seat. Step back. These kids are going there. Let's move on to someone a little more legal. Elita 1. This figure's nice. It's great. Beautiful. I found this at a local shop downtown on White Ave, and gotta admit, it's pretty sweet. I would throw in another figure, but honestly, I'll just stick with 3 for now. But yeah, this figure is really nice. Head is very cartoon accurate. She was featured on the original G1 cartoon as a bit of a female Transformers, which people thought, they went extinct on Cybertron. Nope. There's RC. I don't have Chromia yet, and I'm not going to get Cyberverse Chromia because, the figure also kind of sucks as well, too. But I'll probably get the War for Cybertron Chromia soon. But we'll see. Yeah, this Elita 1 is pretty nice. I could deal with the backpack. And there's no kibble on Cliff Jumper either, so there's that. Yeah. Oh yeah, and she's also Optimus Prime's girl, pretty much. And now she's got a bigger reputation in the movies and on, of all things, Transformers Earthspark. They're kind of ruining her name a little bit. It's better to stick with whatever you watched as a kid, especially with the original G1 cartoon. It's quite memorable. Elita 1 comes with these 2 translucent blasters. They can both, you could plug them into her hands, or something nice I like to do for a change is position her hands in a way and plug one gun in and plug the other in, and she pretty much practically has a gauntlet made of energon that she can fire at. So, yeah, that's something nice you could try. There's that. Articulation. She's got an alright head, but it's a little bit tight on my copy. She's got a nice little swivel, bends at the arms. This one's pretty tight too. Man, she is one tight girl. That's what they say. Got a nice little aforementioned arm bend and swivel, and the wrist as well. Pretty good kicks. Pretty good kick. Nice little knee bend. Same ankle pivot as my masterpiece Nightbird. And of course, compared to Deku and Midako, she's also tiny girl. Tiny women. Tiny women. Let's say we get onto the transformation, shall we? We shall. I know I normally do stop motion transformation, but it's going to take a lot of time, so I'm pretty much retiring that. So, with Elita, what you want to do is position the hands in a way where they're kind of like this. Something like that, question mark. And then you want to take this and rotate it until the keister faces you. I'm looking at you. Don't get any ideas. Because this thing is practically a shell former, if you will. So then what you want to do is move the feet away and flip up a little bit of these extra bits that are tucked into her legs. And bring it all up. Bring it all up. And then, yeah, I got it right. So basically the engineering works like this. That little peg is going to tuck in there. And then do the same thing on this side. All right. Tuck it all in there. And then these two knee bits will come together. So then we got to extend this out. Extend out her backpack. Again, she's a shell former. Again, I don't really like the way shell formers go, but what can you do? Oh yeah, then there's some extra kibble you gotta flip under there. And then you gotta line things up, line them up in a way so the vehicle spoiler can slot in there. And now the front. It's a little bit complex, but it takes some time. You gotta make sure the arms are bent because they contain little slots for the vehicle to pretty much go in. And then you got these little slots here that they also plug into as well. Oh, you gotta be careful too. Oh, no, that's not the right way to go. Maybe it's more important to do the backpack first before you handle the rest. Oh boy. Well, I got myself into this. It's my duty to get myself out of it. So again, we'll tuck it, cover up the mushroom peg on the fist. And, man, I did it before. Why can't I do it now? Come on. There we go. Just gotta be strong, be gentle yet firm. That's what Jobby the Hong would say. Gentle yet firm. And, oh yeah, then man, you really gotta make sure things are way lined up. Because if they're not lined up, you'll run into some problems. Man, I am butchering this review already. There we go. I mean, I've had these for a while. I don't really read the manuals. Because I can transform these pretty well. But, you know, if I'm stuck in a bit of a rut, I'll look up a video or two. And I think that's pretty much her. Again, it's a shell former. Then you can take the guns and pretty much put them wherever you want. I like to plug them here on the back. And yeah, that's Alita 1's vehicle mode. Very cartoon accurate, but we'll talk about her vehicle mode in a sec. Now, Cliff Jumper. Cliff Jumper is interesting, yet pretty fun. So you want to actually free up the waist and unpeg the head. We'll work on the trunk in a moment. Then you want to fold the head back down. And the way that this connects is really interesting. Okay. Because what they'll do is they'll fold in a way, as you see how I got it here. Come on, baby. Get in there. You gotta be careful. This is translucent plastic. You don't want to be a little too harsh on it. Come on, sunshine. Come on, sunshine. let's free up the backpack here. Very interesting kibble detail for the front of the vehicle. They fold out these parts that can pretty much lock everything in right there. So that's pretty cool. Then what you want to do is, oh yeah, you got to open up, looks like you got to open up the doors a little bit, I guess. Still finagle with it until you've got it right. Okay, I got it. Again, it's complex, yet it's really intuitive and pretty sweet, too, once you get the hang of it. Again, these are pretty much KO versions of the original Transformer Prime First Edition toys. And, well, this one in particular is very pricey, so... Well, the mainline one, it's pretty cheap here. I got this off Amazon. It was pretty cheap. But yeah, you gotta position the arms and kind of bend them every which way to line them up. All right, and we'll leave the backpack. We'll leave the backpack where it is. It's all right. Okay, then you wanna turn the waist around like you just saw. Then you can open up the legs now. And look at this. Again, really nice kibble management when it comes to this figure. Really great kibble management. No wonder why people call this an awesome little cliff jumper toy. Figure, whatever have you. Barbie doll. Then the feet will pretty much go in there. Come on, Cliff. Come on. Okay. Yeah, then there's grooves on the chest that you gotta really tuck them in. Then snap it together. Oh yeah, and this thing does not come with Autobot symbols. I had to use my repro labels pretty much, and oh, it's much better now. I tell you what, if you're going to get Transformers, stay away from AliExpress. It's not really a good place. Then you got to find a way to... Oh, okay. Oh boy. Struggling. I'm doing okay. I'll be fine. Doesn't bother me. What you got to do now is... This ball joint's fighting me. It doesn't want to go in. Come on. Yeah, the ball joints are a little bit finicky on this, but I'll get through it. I'll always get through it. Okay. Come on. Man. Whew. Come on, sunshine. Come on. Again, wonderful kibble management on this thing, so, yeah. Oh, man. I gotta transform these a little bit better. Whew. Come on. Ooh. Come on, sunshine. Again, the plastic quality is wonderful on this, but it takes a lot of time to transform this fella. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you really gotta finagle with it until it decides to listen to you. So, okay, I got it figured out finally. It took me years, so you gotta get the thigh lined up and then bend it, tuck it, good stuff. And line up all the car bits until everything fits and sits. Like the weird aquatic functions of a cat, pretty much. Pretty relatable, too. Apparently, when Spud was a kitten, she apparently found a way into one of my dressers, and I was looking for her, and I opened it up, and there she was, just fooling around in there. Oh, man. Come on, you. Come on. Why did you unbuckle on me? There, you really gotta shove it in. Gentle yet firm. Gentle yet firm. But especially be careful on clear plastic. Because clear plastic, it's not a simple thing to deal with. Especially when your Transformers have clear plastic bits, or gold plastic for that matter. Oh, man. Okay, give me a second. Need a breather. Okay, I tried. Honestly, my patient's kind of running a bit thin, but I tried. God, come on. What is wrong with you? I'll get him straightened up in a minute. Man, those thighs, I tell you. Those thighs are a pain. Now, Nightbird, oh boy. So, similar to Alita, this thing is also a shell former. Basically, it involves getting her legs straightened up. Well, actually, before we do that, we got to get her separated from her backpack here. Okay. You gotta leave these joints as they are. They're good enough. And okay. You guys, butterfly. Open up the shell in a way. And yeah, that's pretty much good to go. Then it's pretty much, all the steps are pretty much how to align everything that way so it doesn't mess around with you. By the way, that's an old classic Decepticon symbol that they got right there. Very nice little touch. We can flip that around. Flip up a couple more of these bits and tuck under here, get the windshield. Again, clear plastic, be careful. Because some of this will become the, basically her front half is going to become the, it leaves you speechless in a way. Oh my god, okay. No, that's good enough. She's good. Why did I buy this? Why did I buy this? Let's just get the shell open here. Come on. Come on. Yeah, remind me to review one of each Transformer from now on, because this is kind of bad for my mental health. Man, shows you how love can be complicated. Especially if you like a toy that you saw and you want to get it. Maybe I was a little harsh on the Studio Series Constructicon combiners, so there's that. I was a little tough on them. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're golden. Now what to do? Well, we'll deal with the head a bit later. Because again, remember, this thing is a shelf former. Not a shelf warmer. Well, it kind of warmed up the shelf that I got it at, but it's an okay Transformer. Not all bots were created equal. Some just have rickety little steps to get through, and you'll eventually get through them. It just takes patience in a way. And the headlights will tab in there. Yeah, because again, you don't do much with the main body. It's all the shell. What the heck? Open up. Come on. Come on out. Come on out. Open up. Come on. There we go. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Oh yeah, the breastplate actually becomes the... Oh man. You know, I should have transformed you first, honestly. It's all about making sure everything is flush and the arms don't get in the way. Because if the arms get in the way, then you're pretty much screwed right there. Okay. Come on. Oh, don't fold back. Don't fold back on me. Do not fold back on me. Jesus. Honestly, I wanted to get this instead of the other exclusive figure that they had for the main line because, man, that mainline figure, it just sucks. It's basically a girl remold of Chromia. Hi, Crispy. Can you please get out of the way? My patience is running thin. And then you gotta... Come on. Dang it. Come on. Get in there. Again, remind me to review a just one Transformer. Because right now, this just looks like cancer. Talking about the transformation, not the... Okay, we got the shield, kind of. Oh, we gotta reach under here on her underside and flip out the seat. Because this is practically what she has become, your greatest friend. And quote another song by Johnny Cash, if you will. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I just want out. Come on. I'll get through this. I'll get through this. Come on. Okay. Yeah, we pretty much got it. We just need to lock in the doors. Come on, you. Oh, come on, you. Remember, this thing's a shell former. Shelf-warming shell former. And I try to like every Transformer there is, but yeah, there's a reason why collectors are a little bit salty. Okay, now I got it. Kind of. Kind of. Doesn't bother me. Okay. So yeah, that's practically what her chest becomes is the vehicle mode right there. Come on. I don't know why my cats are having zoomies now. Why? Okay, and then you want to keep on shaking as this toy is kind of messing with you. Tell your cats not to bother you at all. Oh, man. Come on. Come on. Okay. Alright, I got it. Got it. Forgot you gotta pretty much fold up her, raise her arms up in this mode. And, okay, getting there, almost done. Almost done. Then you gotta find a way to pretty much make sure the arms are flush with each other so they don't affect the way things roll. Okay. Oh, dang. Dang. Lift the noggin up, keep it flush. Come on. Ugh. Don't get mad, don't get mad, don't get mad. Come on, you. Come on, you. Okay. Okay. Good enough. As my grandpa would say, good enough. So there's, I don't care if it rolls. There's Nightbird's vehicle mode. It's nice, little black representation of RC's vehicle mode without the BLM cringe that you see all around the place. Then her little size can plug into the huge broadsword. It can go in there. Then you gotta find her other ninja star. I don't know where it went. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh god, where did I put it? Okay, there it is. Found it. We're good. We're good. Then you got their little tab right there. It surprisingly plugs in. The circle surprisingly goes into the rectangle. That pretty much debunks the shape toys where you got to fit it in. And give her this little winged fighter look, except that it's a grounded fighter. Now, going back to Cliff Jumper, these thighs love to get in the way. Let me cut for a minute, because, love takes time this Valentine's Day. And a couple of angry thoughts later, we finally got the Cliff transformed. So, Cliff Jumper's misaligned vehicle mode, come on. Cliff Jumper's vehicle mode is practically a Dodge Charger. It's a Dodge Charger, something like that. It's got the look of it. It's got the bull horns at the front. It's basically what the Legacy Chase was remolded into, and that mold already has its issues, but I'll still pick it up because Heatwave is getting a new figure soon, and what do you expect? It's a car, it's got flame, it's got a little exhaust pipes at the back. Kibble management is wonderful. Now, with the thigh pieces, don't stretch them out all the way because you'll run into problems like I did. You gotta actually bend them downwards. Remind me please, to do just one Transformer review a day. Or just one Transformer review when I feel like doing multiples. The only exception is combiners, and that's it. Alita 1, on the other hand, her vehicle mode is also really nice. Very akin to the original Simon Furman or Flora Deary artwork. Very familiar to that. The hoodie gives off Hot Rod Rodimus Prime vibes, and the Energon stuff is... Energon missiles are okay. They're fine. Nightbird's vehicle mode. I told you we were going to cross this. Again, really sweet. Really cool looking. Again, this video is tough. Just like how love can be tough on you, pretty much. It's hard to love and respect and like somebody, especially on Valentine's Day, because even though they're Even though their pros are they're good at things, their cons are either they got something hidden that they don't want to talk about, or they're just aggressive altogether. And as tough as that love is for all these figures, thank God that's the end of our video. I'm sorry if I had to rush this ending. I gotta start doing one Transformer review, as it always was. Especially when it came to my APC Toys review. But if you like it, if you like how I struggle a lot, I guess that's pretty cool. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Birdtendo. I'll see you next time. Keep it unreal. I need a break.